We continue with our series on the psychology of driving and why some people still struggle to learn how to drive. If you've not watched my previous videos, please check them out. Today, we are going to look at those who are mentally lazy. Yes, you heard me right. Mentally lazy people. These people struggle to learn how to drive not because of incompetence, but they are just lazy in their thinking. So, usually, when you are teaching them how to drive, their approach is a bit different. It can be very difficult and challenging teaching such people how to drive, and for some people you have to just give at a point because mentally they are not prepared to handle the pressures that come with controlling a vehicle and driving on the road. Now this is how the mentally lazy people usually appear, and like I said, it's not a lack of competence. They always want everything easy. They don't like anything challenging. They don't like the fact that they have to like think about something too much just to get it. So when they are doing anything, the slightest challenge, and it's like, nah, this is not for me. And if you push them or motivate them, they can become very good drivers. On the average, they can become very, like, in fact, better drivers. But getting them there mentally is almost always a challenge. Most people that want to learn how to drive are already adults. So it's not now that you are going to be, treating them like children to get them to do something. If they want to do it, they'll do it. If they won't do it, they won't do it. So for mentally lazy people, when they want to enroll in a driving school, they always want everything to be on easy mode. So they don't even want to hear about manual because even because they've not experienced manual before, they've not experienced automatic before, but just mere recommendations claiming that manual is difficult, they don't even want to attempt manual at all. So in their minds, automatic is easy. Let me just go for automatic. Now, even for the automatic, because their minds are always on easy mode, when they sit in the car, even for automatic, there's still some level of involvement from you. And that one, they don't want it at all. So most of the times when they are driving, it's almost like they just want to sit down for the car to just take them to their destination. They don't want to be actively involved. Like it feels stressful just focusing and having to control this car that they are in the whole time. So sometimes, in fact, they are lazy. Let's say their foot is on the accelerator, they are moving, and then maybe they want to slow down or they want to stop. They know very well that the brake is meant for slowing down and stopping. So what all they do is that they just take their foot off the accelerator, and in their minds, okay, I am not accelerating, so the car should automatically slow down and stop. It doesn't always work that way. You have to keep reminding them that if that was the case, the manufacturer will not put the brake there. So just moving their foot from accelerator to brake and brake to accelerator is difficult for them because they don't like anything challenging. They don't like the fact that they have to be like engaging the whole time, like doing stuff. Like in their minds, they should just sit down and the car should even be on autopilot and then take me to my destination. Doing what it takes, it's mentally draining for them. So it's like, okay, you are turning. Maybe you've negotiated a turn, and as the car is bending, you can tell that it is not enough. So you probably need to do an extra bend. They will still hold it like that now, expecting that the car should do the rest for them. It doesn't work like that. You always have to be watching, doing calculating, and doing adjustments along the way. And this is mentally draining for them. Now, the funny thing is, such people, even when they learn how to drive, after driving, it's like they only drive when they need to drive. In most cases, you never, it's like it's they don't like to put in the work. So such people, even though they know how to drive, especially the ladies, anytime they get an opportunity for someone to drive them, they always take it. If such a person is your wife, even though she can drive very well, every time, yeah, she wants you to drive. Every single scenario where the car has to be moved, she wants you to drive. It- let's say on a normal day, both of you go to work at different places. You drive to your workplace, she also drives to her workplace. If she had it in her own way, drive her to her workplace before, even if there's a car there, she'll probably suggest that, okay, drive me to work and drop me off and go to work. And then when you are done, come and pick me up home. Just the mere fact that they have to put themselves through that particular process, they don't like it. And I see this more with women than men, funny enough. Okay, most of the times, as for the guys, we just accept our fate and put in the work and do it. But yes, we also have some guys who are like mentally very lazy when it comes to driving. Please, if you are that sort of person, it doesn't work like that. You still need to keep analyzing the road and consciously and deliberately moving the car at every point in time. Every action has to be thought of and executed. And because you don't like challenging yourself and thinking and taking actions, it is becoming like it becomes too like worrisome for you. Like, ah, but I thought automatic there is easy, blah blah blah. It's like in their minds, they don't have to do anything. You still have to be involved, actively involved and partaking in the activity of driving. It's not like you just sleep and the car takes you to wherever it is you're going. The mentally lazy people, like I said, it's not a lack of competence. If you push, in fact, a lot of them are very smart and they can even learn the manual, but they are not motivated to do so. It's too, what do you call it? The fact that they have to be thinking thoroughly, making decisions, they don't like it. So anytime you get a chance to teach an intellectually lazy person or a mentally lazy person, there's a lot more of motivation. There's more of motivation than the actual thing because for most of them, their cognitive abilities are like very much on point, but they just don't want to push themselves to do anything challenging, and that is just the basic truth. So if you are such a person, please, a lot of work has to be done on your mind. You have to motivate yourself. You have to psych yourself up and say that I can do it, and this is what it takes to do it. So let me just put myself through it. If you are always thinking in the lazy way, I want everything to be on easy mode and all that, it will not help you as a driver. So a lot of them, when they are driving, it's like the least thing stresses them. They want everything, they want every scenario to be easy, and they always want to take the easy route. So for example, a lot of them like jumping red lights a lot because it's like the fact they have to move and stop and be patient and then move again. It's like it's stressing them mentally. So if they are driving and they are approaching, a green light that has been there for a long time, automatically now the fact that maybe they have to move and stop and move again is too much work for their mind. So they'll just accelerate, and most of them end up jumping red lights and yellow lights, which is a very, very bad thing. And then also, when they are driving in the midst of such people, they have a zero tolerance for traffic. Like it's too stressful for their minds. Like they're in traffic, they move a little, they stop, they move a little, they stop. It's challenge. It bothers them too much. And the fact that they find themselves in a scenario and they have to always be like very like take their time to do things. It's like they don't have the patience for those sorts of things. So such people, they easily scratch people's cars. They easily end up hitting people's bumpers because in most cases, it's not like they are not concentrating. They are just mentally lazy to be, acting on command and doing what they need to do. You get it? So such people, even before you learn how to drive, you should, watch yourself and then work on yourself mentally before you start the driving. And if you are an instructor too, this is also a good, good thing for you. One usually for my first lesson or two, or let's say the first three lessons, I usually end up, analyzing the person's frame of mind and know exactly which areas to be tackling as we are driving. It's not always about just sit in the car, the controls and everything. No. If mentally everything is okay, usually they flow easily. They flow easily. And sometimes you as an instructor, like I said the last time, you need to be a therapist. Sometimes you need to help them work on their mind before they do the execution. But sometimes too, of course, you are not a licensed therapist. So you end up giving up, which I don't fault you for. Some people they have to go on that journey on their own and work on themselves before they actually start driving. If you found this interesting or educative, let me know in the comment section. Drop a like, share with your friends and loved ones. Bye for now. See you soon and adios.
But the work is done. It always will